Hey folks, this is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you find this video to be helpful, please consider subscribing. And at the very least, just turn that volume down on your computer or your phone, whatever you're watching this on, and let my videos play on through. If you want to reach out to me, hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Facebook. I'll happily try to answer your automotive related needs. Like my videos, share my videos, send me your nice comments. I greatly appreciate them all. This was a pain in the butt. I don't know how you'll do it with the radiator and stuff in there, but you don't need to take that out, more than likely. If you do find or think that you need to remove the radiator and stuff like that, I did make a video of us removing this engine, and part of this video is going to be in there about us removing this harmonic balancer. But if you need that, you can look for that on my page. We're going to go ahead and remove this harmonic balancer off this 4.4 Land Rover, which is also the same as a BMW. The reason that we're making this video and it's all torn apart here is because we're removing the engine. But I thought there might be somebody at home that's just wanting to remove the harmonic balancer and they were able to get this off of here. We're looking at the harmonic balancer and we notice down inside there's holes. So we're going to take the bolt out and see if we just smack it with a hammer, if it'll come right off, and then we can say, hey, that's how you get your harmonic balancer off. So we'll see what happens. This video is not saying to you, you have to remove the radiator and all that stuff to get this off of here. That's just off for what we're doing. But it does show us good visuals on the harmonic balancer and tells us what we have to do to get it off of there. So right now, we're just looking at it. Okay, so we couldn't find the right pitch and thread size. So we're tapping it out to 5/16, 18. Maybe that's the right one. We don't know, but it's probably metric, whatever it was. I'd be surprised if the old English are still on the, if they went for some reason started using the standard system. But we have that type bolt, so that's what we're going to tap it out to. Okay, so when we go to take this out, we need to make sure that we push on the center and not on the harmonic balancer. We have a tool, and it's called a harmonic balancer. Now, you want to make sure that you bottom out these bolts right here. We want to bottom them right out because there's not a ton of thread in there. We tried to use the tool properly, but it definitely did not work. Okay, so we're going to thread the harmonic balancer bolt inside there, and we're not going to tighten it down or anything.
I was going to get a few threads in.
Just going to get it a couple threads in there so it's backed out so we can move the harmonic balancer out and then push against the crank safely. And we're trying not to ruin the end of the threads of our puller, is why we put the bolt back in there. All we need to do is get it to come out a little bit, and then we should be able to pull it the rest of the way off pretty safely. Now we're going to screw in our removal bolt and snug it down and make sure that our puller is square with the harmonic balancer. We also inserted a bolt into the tip of our extractor bolt. We've loosened up the harmonic balancer bolt so we can get our fingers behind it. I'm going to explain to you why here in a second, but we're using our harmonic balancer puller and we're using that as a center. That's just a hub. You don't necessarily need to do it the exact same way we did. Okay, so we're going to try this for like the 15th time, it feels like. We've got two 4-inch bolts, 5/16 by 18 pitch thread. We've made a tap in there with 5/16 18 pitch thread on the bolts, and it went in real easy and was super simple. We've got a wheel spacer for a Jeep, but you guys could use anything. I mean, you kind of have to have a little bit of mechanical instinct to remove one of these, at least the way we're removing it. We're trying to remove it without breaking it, and that's the point of using that. And the reason that we're using the bolts correctly is we tried the floating system, and because the harmonic balancer's on there so tight, it wouldn't pull the harmonic balancer off and would just bend our pin. It's just a mess. We got our setup all ready to go. We probably could have got away with a 3.5-inch 5/16. We got the 4-inch because we tried a 3-inch. It was too short with this setup that we have. And now Jeff's going to go to town and see if we can get this thing undone.
Remember, we've got our harmonic balancer bolt still in the center, but protruding out. That way we can pull the harmonic balancer out just a little bit and then pull it off the rest of the way with the bolt out there. We're doing that for safety reasons to ensure that we don't ruin the threads on the end of our puller and don't break the harmonic balancer itself. the head of the bolt, so it's not centered though. Which is weird, because it's flat against this, and this is flat against that. Oh, now it's coming off. Never see the bottom out. No, not for a while. Yeah, it's done. That's probably it. That bolt's got to come out. Everybody start pulling the bolt out of the threads if you keep going. I'm not sure. I mean, that's enough. I mean, now we can use...
So hopefully now we can take our puller off of there and pull our crank bolt out, and hopefully this thing comes off, or we just have to set the puller back on there and do a little bit more pulling, but I think we'll be good.
Oh, it's coming off.
So yeah, it's loose on there, so that trick worked. You guys don't know how many times and how it took us like 2 hours to figure out a setup to take this thing off. So hopefully you guys can figure out something from the information that I give you. And hopefully this video was helpful for some of you guys working on these 4.4 Range Rovers, or BMWs, Land Rovers I mean, or BMWs. Nice. Nice.
There is a... Oh, there's a conical...
That would explain
conical lock ring.
why it was hard to get off of there. Now you know, and knowing's half the battle. Go Joe! Hopefully this stuff helped you out with your Range Rover, Land Rover, whatever that thing is, BMW 4.4 V8, removing your harmonic balancer. If you'll consider subscribing down below, clicking the notifications, sharing my videos, giving me them big old thumbs up, sending me your nice comments, and you can reach out to me on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook, and I'll be happy to try to answer your automotive related needs. God bless you guys. Remember, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too.